Hi, what do good marketing plans look like? What's in them and how do you build them? Good marketing plans are buyer-centric. They're all about the problem that the buyer has and that you solve. They're built together, they're complete, they're benchmarked compared to the market, they're compared to actual performance, so the plan versus actual, and they're constantly iterated. To answer the question, we went a-Googling and we found 5 articles. We always look for 5, sort of 4 from Google and 1 from BuzzSumo, because we want to know what's been really shared and enjoyed, and rather just what's been optimised. We found 5, 2 of them are actually quite cool. I enjoy them. Let me show you those 5 articles now, then very quickly summarise them, and then I'll give you my recommendations on what good marketing plans look like. So the first article we found is from Tim Berry on Open Forum. It's a good article. I enjoyed it on several fronts. So Tim Berry is the founder and chairman of Palo Alto Software, and let me give you a sense of what he said. It's a short article, but it makes some pretty clear points. Start with your market focus and define a narrow enough market that you can own. Then work out the product that matches the market. Sounds kind of obvious, but so many people build the product first and then the market. Start with your market, then work out what does a great product look like for that market. Tim, I agree with you. Concrete, measurable specifics, responsibility, accountability, etc. Listen, I agree with everything you said in this article. The data suggests that when you build the plan quickly together and review it often, you get measurable improvements. Now, I mentioned this last week. If you didn't see last week's show, very quickly, there's 31% better lead acceptance, meaning 31% more of your leads will get accepted by sales, 56% better closure on marketing leads, so your leads are more useful, and 62% more revenue comes from new business, as opposed to companies that don't build together and review quickly and often. So, Tim's saying it, I'm agreeing with it, got a bit of data there to prove my point. Next article we found was from Leapfrog. Let's go back to the top. Leapfrog Solutions, 7 key tips in developing a successful marketing plan. 7 tips as promised. Look, I actually don't disagree with any of it. There's nothing in this that I would take issue with, but it's pretty bland by contrast to Tim's punchy points, so I'm not going to recommend that you read it. Remember, by the way, that these folk didn't necessarily set out to build B2B. I'm only interested in B2B, and I'm only interested in things that can make, I think, powerful points. So I'm being pretty selective in what I show to you. This one's good, but not amazing for that narrow purpose. It might be great for other purposes, so I'm not trying to diss the author here, just for our use case. Next one, how to create a marketing plan from entrepreneur.com. It's kind of the same as blog number 2. I don't disagree with any of it, how to create a marketing plan. But despite the title that says how to create a successful marketing plan, it doesn't actually tell you how to. It just says why you should and who should see it. So that's a bit disappointing. I hate that sort of misalignment. If I was Googling and looking for good marketing plans, I would move past this one, and I recommend you do too. Now, creating successful marketing strategy. Now, despite the fact that Google has, this is not Andrew's fault, Andrew's the author, where is it, Andrew Klausner. This is not Andrew's fault. Google has served up a page about marketing strategy, not marketing plan. Now, they are different, of course. But if we're looking for good marketing plans, this wouldn't help. Is there something valuable in here? Despite that, well, no, not really, actually. That's it. I've now reached the end of the article. 2 paragraphs and 5 bullet points. I love succinct, but succinct had better be powerful. It's not. It's just short. So it's kind of where's the beef? So we pass on that one. And finally, we go to the most shared on the topic of good marketing plans, and the article, back up at the top, Netflix and native advertising, a tricky marketing plan done good. Great English. So you can see why it came up, good marketing plans, I guess. Anyhow, what do I think about this Netflix article? Look, it's a really cool insight from purchased branded content that's so damn good that you'll forgive the fact that it's a big ad. Not this article, But what the article is referring to, here's the link down here. So lots of links in the article, but this is the one you want to choose. And here's the thing, it's a good piece, a really good piece. By the way, I agree with the author of this article. It is a really good piece. Thanks, Aaron. So the article itself doesn't say much. The point that the article makes, though, I would agree with. It's a really clever advertising piece. Basically, Netflix went to Wall Street Journal, paid the Wall Street Journal's branded marketing team to create this piece. That's a blatant ad, but it's so good that you forgive the fact that it's an ad. It's just a great piece of content. It's really gripping reading with content promoting the Narcos series in the article. Now, it's cool, but is it helpful for a B2B marketer looking for great ideas on what good marketing plans look like? Well, not so much. But do I recommend reading it? You bet. The Wall Street Journal piece, really, this article will get you to it. Not because it's related to today's topic, but just because it's so damn good. And we all like great marketing. Hey, just the final one. I mentioned briefly in one of the blog reviews, or one of the article reviews, about the research that we did with Marketo, published in 2014. I'll include a link to this in the show notes, but this is what I was referring to. There were 10 key insights, and the one that I was referring to is planning jointly, quickly, and often lifts the performance of the engine, and I gave you the stats on that. Check out that report if you haven't already read it. I'll give you my spin on that shortly, but let me first honour those 5 articles. What are they saying? Then I'll give you my spin. Good marketing plans start with clear goals. They find a small market to own, not a big one to bounce around in. They find the solution that meets the market's needs. They ID the right tactics to take that solution to market. They build the plan together, and they get specific and actionable. In shows of the last 3 weeks, I've been talking about marketing plans generally, what's involved, what's not involved. So today I'm not going to go down that path. Instead, there are some really useful insights, both from these articles and from our own experience, I'd like to really quickly share with you now. Good marketing plans are buyer-centric. They're all about the problem and not the product. They're built together. Clearly, I agree with the other authors. They're complete. They're benchmarked versus the market. They're compared to actual, so don't just build the plan, compare it constantly to your actual performance, and using that data constantly iterated, point 6. And that's why we built Funnel Plan. For free, you can build your plan, involve your colleagues, constantly iterate it, get free weekly coaching drawn on deep data. Let me quickly explain. So we've got not just your plan, but thousands of others. Using all of those plans, anonymised, we can give you some insights based on what others are doing that you should consider doing. All of that for free, forever. And if you then choose to pay a little money on top of that, you can get some other things on top. But again, all that stuff's for free. If you pay a little, you can also get on top of that the ability to connect your plan to actuals. So connect it into salesforce.com, and you can compare what's supposed to be going on to what's actually going on, and our insights therefore can get much richer. And before you even do that, you can go way deeper on the analysis. You can get a lot clearer and a lot more specific on the plan. So better plan, better data to compare it to, and therefore better coaching. But frankly, start off with a free plan. Check out funnelplan.com. I'll give you a link in the show notes, but it's funnelplan.com. Here it is. Check it out. You can get the free plan there, and if you choose, you can add in the paid for extras. But frankly, you might just want to start with the free plan right now. Hey, lots more lined up for next week. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are as well. Until then, may your funnel be full and always flowing. Our thanks this week to Ali Chai, our intern who did the research. Our 5 authors, Tim Berry for the 5 components, Pam Long, entrepreneur.com, Andrew Klausner, and Aaron Miles. Thanks, guys, for your articles. Thanks also to Marketo for collaborating with us in 2014 for the Sales and Marketing Alignment Report. There's the length of funnel plan that I promised you. Thanks to Annika Dobby. Again, your production's been amazing. Thank you so much. My name's Hugh McFarlane, and it's my absolute pleasure to have scripted and prepared, and presented, I guess, this week's show.